All right, let's see about getting some framing taken care of here. I'm just going to drop some doors in some walls here. And notice I'm able to double click on my plugin object. I've got my Architect Sampler open here. I'm not worrying too much about placing them because I covered that in another screencast for last week, and we did it a bunch in class. But I just wanted to get some stuff in the walls. There we go. All right, so I'm going to select my walls. I'm in a workspace here where I don't have my little select similar selected, so I'm just going to hold down the Shift key. And just select the walls. And then I'll go up to Tools, or excuse me, Model, AEC. Oh, look at that. All right, here we go already. How quickly they forget. I have to switch over to Architect for this, since I haven't added this to my workspace. Here we go. Framing. Wall framer. See if it's going to yell at me. It has too many names. Okay, I'm just going to call this frame. And I want to make it, I want to have a 3D model, 2D models, and some worksheets. I can also, if I hit options, I can specify stud spacing, sheet stock width, sheet stock height, the lumber that I want to use. I'm going to have everything in here. I want double end studs, double top plate, double bottom plate, some fire blocking, and click OK. I'm going to leave everything else. OK. And this may take a moment or two. And I'll set my view to active only. And we've got our wall info. And we've got a materials list, which is pretty nice. And then we have a couple of new design layers that are created automatically. So one of them has a top plan view of the framing layout. There are a couple of pages. These usually get a little jumbled, that are grouped together that give you views of individual segments of the frame. Again, they're made as groups, and they tend to just get lumped on top of each other. So you have to do a little bit of sorting, but boy, all the layouts there and the center points. And then, again, if you want to edit any of this, you can double click on the group. And then each one of these objects is just a polygon. So you can move things around, you can delete them, you can add stuff. So oftentimes you have to go back and kind of tinker with the frame. And then lastly, you get the 3D view of your framing, and this shows all the fire blocking. It shows the headers for the windows. This is pretty slick, I think. Again, each one of these is an extrude. And so anything that you need to change, you can go back and move or delete or add, and you're in business. But this is a big time saver, I think. And then the fact that you have these material lists, and these material lists are added to your resource browser. So you can drop these down if you close these. You know, say I want to get them off my screen here. You haven't deleted them. You've just moved them or removed them from your drawing, and you can drag and drop these worksheets onto any design layer or any sheet layer. So sometimes you'll have some design layers or sheet layers just with the drawings, and then you can have a couple of sheets just with. Here I just double click. I didn't even have to drag and drop. You can also drag and drop either way. You get the same thing. But you can move these around, and you have linear amount, surface area, heights and lengths. So just in terms of doing material estimates or cost estimates, if you're estimating based on square footage or linear amount, you have information right here, and then you certainly have a numeric count when you go shopping with some notes here. So this is a pretty powerful tool. So that's some wall framing.